I woke up after a 12-hour complex heart surgery and months of physical therapy to find dozens of missed calls on my phone. When I listened to my father's voicemail, my breath stopped. "We sold your penthouse to pay for your sister's lavish wedding and our debts. You've always sacrificed for the family, so we signed all the papers on your behalf." The wedding was in 3 weeks, and I arranged a silent interview that changed everything. When I woke up, the hospital room smelled sharply of bleach and medicine, and the monitor beside me beeped every few seconds. There was a heavy pressure on my chest, like someone had placed a stone on it. The nurse said the surgery had lasted 12 hours. "My name is Laurel Harper. I'm 52 years old and I work as a real estate appraiser in San Diego, California." When I turned on my phone, there were 27 missed calls. Then I listened to my father's voicemail. His voice sounded calm, too calm. "We sold your penthouse. Your sister's wedding is coming up and we had debts. You've always sacrificed for the family, so we signed the papers on your behalf." My hands started shaking. Outside the window, the ocean breeze moved the curtains, and for a moment it felt like my heart might stop again. Before I go any further, like and subscribe, but only if this story truly resonates with you. Tell me in the comments where you're listening from and what time it is there. Now let me take you back 4 years. I was the daughter the family always called reliable. What that really meant was simple. Whenever there was a problem, Laurel would fix it. 4 years ago in 2019, I paid off an $18,000 loan for my sister Melora after her online business collapsed. My father just shrugged. "That's what family does," he said. 2 years later in 2021, I bought my penthouse. A $1.2 million property near the La Jolla shoreline. I designed every room myself. The wooden floors always carried a faint scent of polish. It was the first thing in my life that truly belonged only to me. But my family found even that strange. Melora often laughed. "Laurel, you just estimate house prices. It's not exactly a big career." I never argued. My work was quiet but powerful. I wrote reports banks used to make decisions worth millions. Yet at home it was always treated like a joke. Then last year my heart problems began. The doctors said bypass surgery was necessary. When I told my father, he only said, "Just get better quickly. There's a wedding to prepare for." A wedding? That's when I learned Melora's ceremony was 3 weeks away. The budget was about $240,000. I laughed and asked where the money was coming from. My father avoided my eyes. After hearing that voicemail in the hospital, I finally understood. The next day my physical therapy began. Every step I took sent pain through my chest. During one of those sessions, someone walked into my room, my old aunt Evelyn Carter. 74 years old. She was the kind of woman who told the truth even when people hated it. She pulled a chair closer and placed a brown envelope on the table. "Honey, I received this yesterday. I thought you should see it." Inside was a real estate closing statement. Date, March 12th. Sale price, $1,310,000. At the bottom was a signature that was supposed to be mine. But it wasn't. I looked at my aunt. "That's a forgery." She nodded slowly. "And the money went straight into your father's account." My breathing grew heavy. I felt fear but also a strange clarity. I was an appraiser. I knew how property records worked. Every signature, every transfer left a trail somewhere. For the next 2 weeks I worked quietly. Physical therapy during the day, laptop at night. I gathered bank statements, emails, property records. 5 documents in total. 1 wire transfer, $870,000. 1 email where my father wrote, "Laurel will never refuse." I placed everything in a folder and named it 03 Underhoof. Hold on a moment. Has anyone in your own family ever humiliated you in front of others? Tell me in the comments. Hit the like button so I know you're still here with me. The wedding day arrived. The venue was a coastal hotel. The scent of white flowers mixed with the salty ocean air. About 180 guests filled the room. My father stood on stage holding a microphone. "Today is a joyful day for our family. We've given everything for our daughter." People applauded. Melora walked past me smiling. "Nice to see you, Laurel. Hope you recovered well." I simply nodded. In my hand was a small USB drive. When my father finished his speech, I walked toward the stage. My heart was racing. I took the microphone and pointed toward the screen. The first slide appeared, the property sale document. I read aloud. Sale price, $1,310,000. Whispers spread across the room. Second slide, the wire transfer. $870,000. Account holder, Ronald Harper. My father's face turned pale. I opened the third slide. The email. Laurel will never refuse. She always sacrifices for the family. The room fell completely silent. Through the windows you could hear the ocean waves rolling in. I lowered the microphone and said just one sentence. I've made many sacrifices, but forged signatures were never one of them. Melora's eyes widened. Guests began looking at each other. Some people quietly started leaving. The celebration seemed to dissolve into the air. After that, many things happened. The bank launched an investigation. The property deal was cancelled. And the strangest part, the wedding venue itself had been paid using that same money. In the end, I did what I've always known how to do. I bought a new apartment. Smaller, just 2 rooms, but the window overlooks the ocean. Every morning when I make coffee, the salty breeze drifts inside. Sometimes I sit in the garden with Aunt Evelyn. She says, "You finally chose yourself." And the truth is, hearing that sentence feels better than any applause ever could. Thank you for staying until the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell me in the comments, have you ever had to set boundaries with family? I read every comment. There's another story waiting for you in the description. Go listen to it. Take care.